Alright, next up, another MS201TC customer states won't run. So we're just gonna go on this blind, see what's going on. Won't run. First thing I like to do, check the gas. Got gas in it. Got gas in it. So let's just see what happens. Oh, yeah, that don't feel good at all. Yeah, so I'm going in blind. All I got to go on is it won't run. Let's go ahead and see what's going down. So the first thing I noticed when I was pulling on that is the cord. It's kind of short. And let's do a drop test. As long as the card goes, so yeah, that's really got no compression at all, it seems. So first thing we're gonna do, take off this muffler and look through these holes and check out the piston. See if we got some scratches on that piston, because it feels like we ain't got any compression. That does not feel nor sound good. So let's go ahead, get this side off. Hey, yeah. And we'll get this off, get that muffler off, see what's going down. Look at that screw coming through there. Huh. Looks about average for this company. They use these all day, every day. So yeah, looks pretty normal. 2 screws. 1, 2. Normally there's a panel here too, which a screw would be right here. That is apparently missing, as we can see. We'll just slide that right out. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. Try and hand turn it over. I can see. I don't see any streaks in there. And I can see when I move it back and forth just like that. I hope you can see that. You might not be able to, but the piston ring's moving good, not seized up, and no scrapes or nothing. Alright, spark plug is in. Alright, so first glance, oh wow, look at that. I hope you can see that gap right there. That means this whole head is off. Unscrewed. Yeah, no bolt there. That's a head bolt that's supposed to be in there. So we got major problems. Where'd that screw go is my question. I don't see it anywhere. So yeah, this is a good one. Look at that. Oh, we found the problem. That's where the compression loss is coming from. Just for having a gander. So let's go ahead and see if we can't fix that. So now that we've discovered that we have a bolt missing here, we're going to look on the other side. Another head bolt is right inside here. There's a little window right at my fingertip, and I can see the other bolt in that one. It is probably loose, but we're going to take off this side, see if we can see if that other head bolt is in. Maybe the missing head bolts over here. I don't know where they're at. Nope, I don't see it. Good thing that head bolt didn't come over here and get inside here and mess up this flywheel. That's real good. So we have one head bolt right there. The other one's back behind here. We're gonna have to take that off and get this motor out of here anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. And a quick thing I want to bring up right now. I put the screws back in here so that obviously we don't lose them when we know where they are. But you can see the different threads on the front ones and on the rear ones. You can see the difference in them threads, I hope. But that is because these two front ones go into metal. And these two back ones with a more aggressive thread go into plastic. So don't mix these up. Try to put these in that one. You're gonna waller this out. These won't go back in. Now it's a big thing. You can mess this up really quick with that. So the thicker, more aggressive threads in the back going into plastic. The less aggressive threads going into metal in the front. Give this a quick blow. Ah. Gotta get the water out the line. Let's pause for a moment, shall we? There we go. Now that we got the water out of the line. There we are. That'll work. Alright, let's go ahead and get this flywheel off so we can look at that back head bolt back there. There's the old trusty 13. Comes off nice and easy. Gonna put on the stud. Come on. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me. There we go. Nope. Yep. There we go. Now that she's on there, carefully hold it just by the flywheel. There she goes. Uh-oh. Come on, Nelly. Okay, okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. We can do this. There. Ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? There we go. Just like that. And this should lift right up and off. Of course, it's on the magnet. There we go. Oh, and look at that. That head bolt has also started to back out. Good thing it didn't shear our key off or anything. Flywheel's still nice. Yeah, look at that there. The whole piston, piston's fine, but the cylinder is starting to rise up off. This one's in, so we have 1, 2, missing 3, well, 4 is down in there. Let's go ahead and get this off. We always want to remember this is reverse thread, so we're going to tighten it to get it off. Look at that, right off, easy peasy. Missing another bolt here. I wonder where these have gone is my question. This is always kind of hard to get up there. There we go. And we have this guy in. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and get the motor out so we can tighten them back down. See what else we got. But before that, let's give it another blow. And this side's gonna be real good. I'm gonna get away from my stuff. Oh. So now that we got that all nice and blown out, well, blown out at least, this whole fuel tank, whole section here is gonna come off. All the way through here. All this is gonna pop right off, so you can actually see there's holes to get to all the bolts through the head. But this whole thing has to come off here. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see how the air filter looks. Not too shabby. We can blow that out. And then let's see if we can pop this little panel up here. Let me a screwdriver. Yeah, for that. Let's get a screwdriver out of here for that. So pop that right up like so. Oh, golly. Get it going. So now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will come off. I wish it was just that easy. We also have to take all this off so it slides out, which is a little task, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get this handle off. 3 little guys here. Oh, I mean, it's just everywhere, ain't it? Isn't it? All right. Right out you come. Yep, everywhere. It's always fun when they just fall out like that. Pieces fall out. It's like a puzzle getting to put it back together again sometimes. But nah, that's the fun. Sure, there's a better way to do it, but if you're not having fun, what are you doing? Holy cow! Look at that actually on. Just. I wonder how it's gonna look behind this. It's amazing. The whole rest of it's completely destroyed. This looks alright. Nice and easy. So now that I've got it to this point, we're gonna do something very important. Let's get the gas right on out of there, shall we? Right out of there. As much as we can get out of there. Oh, we got a little bit of debris in there, which is alright. Well, it's not alright, but I've seen worse. So now that we have the gas out, let's give it a good blow. We keep it clean as much as we can. Give it a little. Let's get this guy out. The reason I emptied that gas out, because if I went like that and then let go of this cord with it full of gas, there would be a stream shooting out. Guess how? Oh yeah, see, look, there ain't even gas in it, and there's still just the residual gas from inside the line still pushing out, just like I was explaining. But oh yeah, look, there it comes. A little out of time, but that's the pressure building up inside the tank. Should be done now. Don't forget, click this to unplug. If we can get it to unplug, just like so. Straight back. Nope. Yep. Go ahead and take those guys out. There's your carburetor. All of this out. Just like that. Perfect. Next to, on to the next. Oh, don't forget that. Don't lose that. You see that sitting in there? You put that right back in there. Don't forget that. Out of there, into there. Now that we got the gas out, carburetor out, all the innards to the, let's get that off too and mix it up in them so we know. There we go, yeah. Which one was that? Now, have all the throttle choke levers out, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy right out. Take this right out. And then let's go ahead and get this electrical out of here. If we can, one of these will go. There it goes. And then take out the secret door here. Get it, come on. Oh, yeah. And now she should just slide right on out. Should. Yep. Go ahead and pull this out.
Alright.
Now we're about ready to get it off. Now sometimes it's difficult to get this tank vent out. I like to push it over to the side and pop it straight up like that. Comes out. Don't forget to take this screw out like I did. Make sure that's nice and out. And then we're just gonna pull it back like so. Take this guy out. Take these guys out. Funky music, white boy. Play that funky music, white. There we go. Get at it. Get out of there. A little dirty on there. So now, we're getting close. We're getting dangerously close, I should say. Pop this guy up and off. Don't stab yourself. Careful of the stab. Get up there. Let it go. Release. Release. Open. Open up. This is. Oh, yeah. Got some debris. Really, really good. Okay. So that's off. We can actually just do that good old 180 right there with that. Now all this should come right off. We're gonna go ahead and take this off. I think I can slide it up and over, but it's work easier. Hopefully it'll just slide right off with no problem. And yeah! All right. Easy as that, right? So now, you can see this is actually connected there, so let's go ahead and free that. And let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Easy as that. And we can see that exhaust a little bit better now, huh? Look at that. Both of the rings, though, are moving. And we have no scrapes whatsoever. So good thing that the motor's not blown. She just came a little loose. So let's go ahead and tighten that back down. So now that we have a replacement bolt, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean them off real quick. And a quick cleaning. Also gonna take out the other bolt. Give them a quick clean. Once one of them clean, we're gonna make sure it doesn't come, you know, waddling back out. Let's just give it a little touch. Just a little drippy drip. Get it back in there. I'm not gonna tighten that down extremely, just so I can get these guys started and it won't be off just a little bit. And then third one. Quick flow off again. Oh, you should Loctite that, right? Yeah. Just a little bit, because she ain't gonna get out of my way. Yeah, sure, she ain't gonna, you know, have any smart ideas of backing out there. Get this last one out. Clean it real quick. Alright, I'm sorry. Come back to me. Come back to me. Get it back out there. Loctite it just a little bit. And now we're going down. A little tightness. Little tightness. Little tightness. And last but not least, and the torqueness that's set to is Milwaukee 2. So yeah, we're back on nice and tight. Let's put it back together again, see if she fires up, shall we? And literally reverse how we took it apart. We're gonna put it back together the same way. Before I do that, I like to move the piston up to where both ports are covered. There's a little sweet spot where both of them are covered right there. Now let's give it one final blow. That's about as good as we're gonna get. You know, like I said, the reverse of how we put it together. Gotta, hold on. Let's put this guy in here. That might help out a little bit. I hope you just seen that. Come on, baby. Fight me on this. Sometimes I like to fight. Sometimes it's a fight. Sometimes it goes in back in just like that. Don't forget these were the small guys. Go ahead and maybe just tighten that down a little there. Let's go ahead. Tighten that right back down. Flip her around. Small screws again. Yeah. Complete. Now before putting this back on, I always like to look right here at the bottom around there, because it does like to crack there if there's a lot of stress right down there at the bottom of it. But this actually looks really solid, so she's going right back on. If we can. There it goes. Little guys. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Right back in. Just like that. Next up, handle time. But once again, blow it out. Give it a good blow. We're also gonna give this another blowout. Be like a brand new machine when he gets back on it. So, number one, lest we forget, give this old boy the old spin around again. right back that way, right back in the little holder, right down the side. Now this could be a little difficult, so I like to bring it up just like that, push it right back in. It's easy peasy. Get this guy back in, push it in, easy peasy. Make sure your gas line's through. I like to just set it right there for a moment, because getting the manifold back in can be tricky, but I found a way that kind of works if you're delicate. Alright, now remember what I said, delicacy. It's what we need to be. We can just kind of get it started, and then I grab that middle piece, just like so. Give it a bit of a pull as I'm pushing, and look at that. Now that was very delicate. I'm pulling on this, or I'm pushing on this as I'm pulling on the manifold. And now it's right back in there, seated nicely. Feels good. Let's go ahead and tighten it down so we can have a little bit of leverage here. That's a big, very thick, aggressive screw. This guy is going to go in here. Beautiful. So now that we got all this put back on and everything, you know, almost tightened down, we're going to go ahead and take it right back off. And I mean right back off. Because I thought you guys had my back. You know, I thought you guys were looking out for me. But we forgot to put this guy on, didn't we? I mean, I forgive you. I still love you. You know, things happen. We'll go through these type of things from time to time. But now that that's back on, now we're gonna go ahead. It's just a little rewind. Get that back in there. This back down in its little holders. Right back, yeah, right back in there. Oh yeah, don't forget your. There we go. Alright, like I said, we're going to try and start it just a little. Get the tap in there. Oh, look at that. That never really happens, but every now and again, sun shines a little. There we go. Like nothing ever happened, right? That never happened. So now, let's go ahead and get these guys back in so we can tighten this guy down just like that. Just like that. And have a little bit more stability. So, I'm going to go ahead and start with the negative line here. It's going to go right around that loop. Just like so. And then this guy comes right in below, just like so. Oh, yep. Now, I just put that white one in this little slot right here, as you can see. I hope. And we're gonna get this guy back where he's supposed to go. Get in there. And put that one in that slot as well. Now they're kind of locked in. Once we put that screw back in, it's really going to be locked in. Speaking of screws, that's right, already right back in there. Spark plug line, tighten that right back down. We'll make sure that's nice and good. Put this guy back in here. That's not the one. This is the one. I grabbed the wrong one, did. There we go. No harm, no foul there. And we're gonna reroute this, or not reroute it, but route it properly. Get it in the back here. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna route it from the back to the front. Push that back in there, don't forget that. Let's put this right back in its handy little holder there. If it's gonna go. There it goes. You can see the clip is down. This guy right there. And then we're just gonna route it right where it's supposed to go, and its little holders there. I hope you can see. You can see the groove right here. That's gonna run all the way down the length. We're just gonna start from the back here, work our way towards the front. Original prankster. Original, yeah. See how it goes just right in there, and I'm lightly pushing these into this too. You don't want to break that line or pierce it. You just want to lightly push it right in. You can do it. It's alright, get it in there. Get it in there. Routing right from the back to the front, so we have the extra slack and go down. There we go. Yellow first, red second, and then we're just about there. Push it into the rest. Now we're routed correctly and in. So now we have that routed correctly. Let's get this funky one. It's gonna go in here. There we go. Solid. Now, I like to put all this in first before we put the carburetor in. So let's go to our puzzle here. First step, what do we have here? We have the trigger. Trigger has this spring, catches right there. That's going to be your safety lockout spring. But wraps right around here like this. So, trigger on there. And I like to catch it right under there, because if not, it's going to pop up like that. So if you can see, I catch it right underneath where that hole is. So it's not up like that. It's in there, puts a little tension on the trigger, keeps it in there nice and good. This guy, it's just going to slide right in the back there. Gonna slide right in there. And then you can see our trigger fell. Let's get that back in there. Yep. Oh yeah. What do we do? What do we? Put those two in. Up. Safety lock out. Gonna catch that spring right on there. Pull the trigger a little. Remember that hole that the spring was caught on? That's your holder. That doesn't look too bad there. Alright, next up we have our lockout. Safety lockout. So you see that little groove? It's going to catch right on that spring. And push your trigger up and it goes right in the hole that was holding the spring. So now it's in there nice and solid, and that's looking good. Now we have my favorite part. Getting these rods back in the proper way. So you can see here that it's going to go there because it goes with the contour of that. So that should well be our throttle. First off, we have to get this guy in, which is going to go on here. And do the opposite. Now, with that being said, we got to get the long straight one here. Got my welding gun. Now it's going to get in this way, down and around. Look at that. That does not go there because it's upside down. So let's take it right back out. Oh, there goes. Yep. So now let's reset this. You can also do it this way. Just grab onto that spring. Look at that. It's chaos. This is chaos. Got it on the clip there. Get it in there. Back where it was. Now. How did I have that? This? It's upside down like that. If that goes in there, that's not going to be it. This is the fun of the puzzle. Now we have to figure out, is it even this one? I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. That's how it goes in. So, through there, around there, into there. That looks much better. There we go, we found it. Now here's something we didn't do in that last stub that is very critical. This is your choke rod. It's actually gonna go inside here. So,
what's the serial number on it?
Sorry, that was my boss being a boss. So, as you can see, I just pulled that out a little bit and it's now in the back of it, hanging down like this here, like so. Next up, remember that choke? Let's get the choke in there. Or that's the throttle, sorry. Sorry everyone, that's the throttle. Now we have the throttle in there. It's gonna go to that hole up in the trigger. This side here, this side there. Just like so, and now we're back in. All of that, look at that puzzle. Solved just that easily. And now we finish said puzzle. After we get that back in there, look at that. Now if I pull this, that should work, and if I push this, that should work. Look at that, eh? Almost like I know what I'm doing. Let's find the screws now. I found them. They're going right in here. Now that's locked in. That'll save you much headache. If you put the carburetor in first, which I did when I first started. This was one of the chainsaws I hated most working on because of that right there. But then once I started doing this first and just have this all ready, smooth sailing through calm seas. I think it's about carburetor time. Now before we throw the carburetor on, I'm going to put this little shield back on. You can see these two here have to go here and here. Hope you can see that. Here and here. Tab. So I'll give it just like that. Push it down. Use your thumb to push it down. Pop it right in like that. Push it down. Right back in. That will irritate you. I will tell you. That's not extremely easy to do. Let's go ahead and put this guy back in too, real quick. What are we doing here? There it goes. Right back in to protect that. Carburetor time. Carburetor. First thing we're gonna do is put this guy in, and then we're gonna put this back in. That just fell out again. Where are we at? There we go. Flip it up. The worst part of this whole thing is right here. We're just gonna put this in where it's supposed to go, like that, because it's not cooperating. We're gonna take this lever. When you have size 13 fingers, see things like this happen. There you go. Hit the lever. Put the lever in the small hole. Hold your finger on there, and then use that black piece right there to hold it as you get it lined up. Move this, push it in. Gas line. That's gonna drive you crazy, I'm telling you. So now our carburetor's in. Hook our line back up. Push in there. That looks really good actually. So let's give the throttle. Hopefully you can see throttle's moving, opening wide up. That's good. Let's try our choke. Choke is working. We're getting dangerously close here to starting this thing up. So since we have this ready to be buttoned up, quick blow. Get it in there. Quick blow. Get it back in there. Tighten it up. Easy peasy. Now, Gonna go ahead and slide our muffler back in. Our muffler bolts. Need a little jiggle. Oh, loosen it just a bit. Tighten this one down once it gets in there. Boom. Boom. I mean, come on. Let's throw this in real quick. Make sure your key lines up with the cut. Key with the cut. Right in there. You can hopefully see that down in there. Key is lined right up. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy started. Give it a little bit there. Getting close. Alright, let's go ahead and put this guy back on. I'm gonna find another one for there. Alright, I found one. Perfect. That's in there. Let's go ahead and grease this before we put it back on there. For this, we're going to use this multi-purpose grease from STIHL. This stuff's amazing. I believe that's your number right there if you want to pick it up. This is the large one. You can also get it smaller, which I would recommend if you're just a humble, resident. These are usually for guys like us and commercial guys that can grease their own stuff. They get this big guy, but STIHL on there. That's just gonna grease that needle cage. And then our sprocket here still seems in good condition. It's a little worn, still has some life left in her. Back on. Remember, reverse threaded. Don't snap that off. Reverse threaded. Just like that. Let's get this guy back on real quick. Oh, after a quick blow. Don't lose your screws there. Quick blow. And we'll get her back on. Now remember at the beginning I said 2 go in plastic. 2 in plastic, 2 in metal. Now, let's do a drop test. Still, same result. Ooh, it does feel a little better. I think she's got a chance of starting up here. Let's have a gander. Alright, I got some gas in there. Before we try and start her up, I'm gonna make sure the spark plug's, cleaner. On the cleaner side. So let's see how clean it is. A little bit fouled there. Let's try and clean it up just a little bit. So it's a little bit cleaner than it is right now. That's cleaner. That'll work. Let's get it right back in there. Alright, let's give it a go. See if she'll run. Put that on. Come on, baby. Ba-boom. Oh. Alright, here we go. Oh. Come on, baby. There she is. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us a spin, baby. Running. We got oil dripping. Come on. Oh. Gas is kind of trying to catch up in there. Let's get the stuff. Let's get everything back on and we'll give her a test so I can really open it up. Get the gas flowing to it. It probably still has some air pockets in there. So yeah, she's oiling really good. Let's get her the rest of the way buttoned up. Alright, let's get this buttoned up real quick. Remember the air filter. Gave that a quick blowout. Right back in. Right back in. Of course, quick blow. That out of there. We'll go ahead and blow this guy out too real quick because it looks a little clogged up. Okay. There we go. Dead on dead. This and dead. Of course, it's not going to go just right back in. It's going to make me loosen it up. There we go. No slight tighten. Unless we adjust that chain name. Got the trusty 13. Hold that bar up. Tighten up right about there. Let's tighten it down. All right, let's go give her a test. All right, let's give her a go. I'd say that sounds pretty good. Back up and running. Let's move on to the next one, shall we?